I have a younger brother who started his self-improvement journey around a year ago. A few days ago, he sends me a video on how to increase your testosterone. The video was absolutely bullshit. The YouTuber says that you're supposed to run to increase your testosterone. His logic being that the primal humans, the cavemans, they used to run all the time from other animals and their testosterone was 5,000, 6,000 nanograms per deciliter, which is very high by the way. This is probably the highest level of testosterone any species can ever have. According to this guy, primal humans used to have that level of testosterone. So if the primal humans, the cavemans used to run all the time and their testosterone was very high, then that means that running equals more testosterone was his whole logic. Now look, running is fucking amazing. It can increase your testosterone a little bit, but if your main goal is testosterone, that is not how you're supposed to optimize it. It is like swimming can help you to play football better by increasing your speed, your stamina, but if your main goal is football, play football. Don't waste your time in swimming. Now, I don't want to go into this whole rabbit hole of how to increase your testosterone, but who you take advice from is very important. Two very intelligent doctors who dedicated their whole lives on studying human body, discussing how to increase testosterone for 3 hours on a podcast is always more superior compared to some 20-year-old looks-maxing YouTuber telling you how to increase your testosterone. And this is not only true for testosterone for health or this one specific topic. A lot of self-improvement YouTubers will lie to you like this. They want to upload something, they want to get some views, some subscribers, so they will upload something, not do any research, convince themselves that they are telling the truth and upload something. Now, who am I to say all of these things? Who am I to judge these YouTubers? I am someone who started my self-improvement around 5 years ago. Over these 5 years, I've been through a lot of communities. The looks maxing community, the red pill, the black pill, the blue pill, the money making community, the bodybuilding community, the communication skills community, a lot of different communities. I have spent thousands of hours consuming self-improvement content and made hundreds of videos over these years. After watching hundreds of self-improvement YouTubers and recording a lot of videos myself, I can now see how other YouTubers play with their words to lie to you. And in this video, my goal is to save you from these YouTubers. And the number one thing you're supposed to be careful about is confidence. So when I started making YouTube videos, a lot of times I would say something that is completely true, but I would say it in a tone which is not very convincing. My body language, the way I speak, the tone of my voice, all of that was pretty fucked up. So I did what other YouTubers do. Learn the skill of paralinguistics. So paralinguistics is a field of communication where instead of focusing on what you speak, you focus on how you speak. So for example, if I say something like, I don't think you should follow other YouTubers because they can lie to you. Doesn't sound very convincing. If I say the exact same sentence like, you should not trust other YouTubers because they are lying to you, the fundamental meaning stays the same, but the way I say that thing completely changes. Because of that, people trust me more and they are convinced. Every huge YouTuber has to learn the skill. Even when they are saying something which might or might not be true, they are not sure, they are supposed to say that thing in a tone which is very convincing. Influencers like Hamza and Andrew Tate, they are the perfect example of this. If they make some video on how to increase your testosterone, people will love that. They will get influenced by that. But if a real doctor makes video on how to increase your testosterone, no one gives a fuck unless he knows how to speak. And so you have to be very careful that even though the advice which you are taking sounds so convincing, it might not be true. You should rather follow someone who does not know how to speak on camera. He is not very confident, but he has a lot of credibility. Instead of someone who knows how to speak on camera, he is very confident, but every now and then he will say something completely stupid which is not true. Trust me when I say this, you are going to save a lot of time doing this. The second thing to be careful about, which is even more dangerous combined with the first thing, is biased evidence. I can show you hundreds of research papers proving that looks matter a lot. I can show you another 100 research papers proving that looks are not that important, communication skills matter a lot. And for every single topic, you can find a lot of evidence proving that thing and also disproving that thing. When it comes to health, the biggest debate is diet. Are you supposed to follow keto diet, vegetarian, non-vegetarian, vegan, all this stuff? Personality is another huge topic. Are you supposed to fake your personality to improve it, or you're supposed to be more authentic? And so you have to be even more careful not to follow some wrong advice. And the way to protect yourself from these false evidences is context dependent. There is no one right answer to this. You are supposed to use your brain to figure things out. In my experience, you're supposed to combine different ideologies to form your own ideology. So, for example, in terms of diet, instead of blindly following one diet, which is ketogenic or vegetarian or non vegetarian, combine the best part of these three diets which work for you. The same goes for personality, for looks maxing, all the other communities. One more thing a lot of YouTubers do when they cannot find evidence is using some heavy words. In this video, for example, I used the word paralinguistics. Most people don't know what that is, but it sounds so cool. So people will think that I'm so intelligent and trust me more. So again, be careful not to fall for these traps. And the third thing to be careful about is narrative-based evidence. So let's say I have a classmate who is very rude to me for some reason. He always says bad things about me, he is very toxic and I don't like him. Something happens and all of a sudden he starts being very nice to me. If I'm a self-improvement YouTuber going through my looks maxing phase, I will say that this happened because I gained a lot of muscles, I was looking stronger, I was wearing some nice clothes, and because of all of these things, people were respecting me more. Then I can show some research papers about the halo effect in psychology and convince you that looks matter a lot. If the exact same thing happened to me, but I was going through my socializing phase, I will tell you that this happened because I was being more social, I was talking to a lot of people. If I was some psychology YouTuber, I will tell you that this happened because something changed in that guy. He was being very nice to all the people and he probably got onto self-improvement and something happened to him. It is him, it is not me. The exact same story can have so many different narratives. These different narratives, all these versions of stories, all of them can be proven through different research papers. Which one is true? You don't know. Now the question is who to follow and who to not follow. Who to not follow depends on all the previous points I mentioned, all the 3 points. But I can tell you who to follow. The first one is Andrew Huberman, a podcaster who makes hour-long videos on physical and mental health. Almost everything he says is research-based, so you can trust him. The second one is Wing Yang, who teaches you paralinguistics, the art of communication, the confidence, the body language, the way you speak, the speed of your voice, the tone of your voice, all this stuff. And this is probably the most underrated skill that most people don't give a fuck about. They will improve their looks, they will make a lot of muscles, they will become more social. But when it comes to the way you speak, the whole field of paralinguistics, most people don't even know this side of self-improvement. I can show you a lot of research papers proving this thing, but do not follow me blindly, do your own research. The third one is The Diary of CEO. And the last one is Tim Ferriss, the author of the book 4-Hour Work Week and 4-Hour Body, who makes videos on a lot of topics, but his main thing is productivity, optimizing your brain, optimizing body, and a lot of life hacks about how to live your life. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.